We're only a month away from the Great American Bash. This is Michael Cole and JBL welcoming you to SmackDown, where it seems our champion's complicated love life has gotten even more convoluted.
And I can't believe the champ's letting himself get distracted like this going into a title defense.
And to make matters worse, his girlfriend might be going back to her ex, the #1 contender.
I guess we'll see if the champ's letting the pressure get to him tonight.
I'm alive, I can't complain no more. The sun out, baby, I don't see the rain no more. The watch.
I just got Mr. McMahon's email, and all I can say is, bring it on. I've got a new lady in my life these days, and she's going to help me get a little payback on you and that cheating tramp.
Hey there. I hope you're ready for our match this week. I don't know about you, but I'm definitely looking for some payback against my ex and his little girlfriend.
Geez, everyone seems so wound up about this match. I really don't know what the big deal is. Oh, and don't tell my fella about this, but I'm kind of looking forward to being in the ring with you.
We're just over a month away from the Great American Bash. This is Michael Cole here with JBL at ringside, and what a main event we have for you tonight.
It's a Great American Bash preview with the champ versus the #1 contender.
And the addition of their significant others makes this a mixed tag team match.
Nothing gets a man more fired up than a beautiful woman at his side. This is gonna be intense.
He definitely wants to soften up the champion before their match at the Great American Bash, but that's not his only agenda here tonight.
It sure isn't. He's got a new lady in his life and payback on his mind.
If you ask me, I think the #1 contender's done pretty well for himself, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely.
She's obviously holding a grudge against her ex, and I don't think she's too happy with his new girlfriend either.
There's nothing I love more than a good old-fashioned catfight, and I hope we see one here tonight.
You think you know?
It's the second time in 4 weeks that the champ has faced his #1 contender, and that could cost him down the line.
That's for sure. Every time he gives his challenger a chance to face him, he's basically giving him practice for their Great American Bash match. And there's the counter. There's the tag. Nice teamwork there. The tag's been made and his partner's coming in.
Edge is such a jerk. I'm amazed that he still has a job on Raw after... Look at that! That's the way to go over big with the fans and build some momentum at the same time.
You got to watch out for your opponent fired up like this.
The adrenaline is pumping. The crowd is coming alive. This is what they came to see.
Hey, try to restrain yourself a little bit, okay? You're supposed to be calling this down the middle. When I first heard about this match, I wasn't sure what to think, but these superstars are blowing me away.
Really? As soon as I heard about it, I expected a tremendous matchup, and I haven't been disappointed.
I didn't say I'm not disappointed, but I'll talk about getting stuck with you as a broadcast partner some other time. I can't believe the lack of respect these fans have for Chavo Guerrero and his legendary family.
I don't think it's the Guerreros they have a problem with. I think it's Chavo himself. If Michelle's not careful, she could wind up in a pinning predicament.
I don't think she's worried about that. She pulls out some of her best moves when she's on her back.
This superstar is all fired up, and so is this competitor.
Now that's the way to do it. Let your opponent know who's boss.
Or you can just keep posturing and give your opponent time to recover. Each of these competitors is looking for the slightest hint of weakness in the other. That's the law of the jungle. An injured superstar is like a wounded animal. It's survival of the fittest. And that also means that if you're not at 100%, you've got to be able to hide it from your opponent.
That's absolutely right. This business is as psychological as it is physical. You can't let your opponents think you're easy pickings.
Well, I wouldn't consider any of these. Did you see that? What a desperate maneuver.
You know what they say, it's all legal till you get caught.
Come on, ref. That should have been a disqualification right there.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Bottom line is, it ain't. I think these superstars are going to keep it up until they've got... Here's the pin. This could be it.
2, 3.
Edge is so quick and...
What an intense, emotional match that was.
We call that couples counseling, Smackdown style.
And from the looks of these two, they make one heck of a team.
Yeah, in and out of the ring from what I'm hearing.
So I guess the rumors must be true. They really are a couple then.
Sure, this week, but she seems like a lady who has a hard time making up her mind.
Hi there. Listen, I don't know how to say this, but I think I might have made a mistake. Maybe I shouldn't have left him. I don't know. I'm so confused. I'll talk to you later. Hi, it's me. Look, I think it would be a good idea if I got some of my stuff back. I'm pretty sure I left something in your dressing room. Let me know when I can come by and get it, okay? That was the sweetest thing ever. I don't know what I was thinking. Sorry I was being so silly. You've got a big match this week that you need to be ready for. And I'll be ready for you when it's over.
We're only a month away from the Great American Bash. This is Michael Cole and JBL welcoming you to SmackDown, where it seems our champion's complicated love life has gotten even more convoluted.
And I can't believe the champ's letting himself get distracted like this going into a title defense.
And to make matters worse, his girlfriend might be going back to her ex, the #1 contender.
I guess we'll see if the champ's letting the pressure get to him tonight.
You think you know?
You know, I think we spent more time discussing the champ's love life than his upcoming title defense at the Great American Bash.
Yeah, and it's obvious to me that his head isn't in that match. He should be focused on one thing, retaining his championship.
and this is exactly the wrong superstar to have to face if you're distracted by personal issues.
Look on the bright side. At least it's a non-title match. When the champ gets his head handed to him, maybe that'll be the wake-up call he needs.
Look at that! That's going to go over big to the fans and build some momentum at the same time.
You got to watch out for your opponent when they're getting fired up like this.
Oh! Great reversal! He saw that one coming.
I think these fans have had just about enough of... Here it is. He's building up a head of steam, and he's about to let his opponent have it.
And if his opponent is smart, he'll get the hell out of there.
Nothing wrong with keeping the paying customers happy while you build some momentum.
Going up that turnbuckle hurts a hell of a lot less than coming down from it. You know, there's such a thing as playing to the crowd too much, and that's what I'm seeing here.
I disagree. He's wrestled this match his way all along, and now we see it paying off.
These superstars have been giving it everything they've got all night.
They sure have, and that's what...
Man, this crowd is really swelling this guy's head.
There's no doubt that these fans love him, and he's feeding off that energy right now.
This superstar is all fired up, and so is this capacity crowd.
Yeah, well, one mistake and we're going to see that fire put out pronto.
Night after night, the WWE superstars never fail to amaze the fans.
And that's a good thing. I don't even like to think about where we'd be if they didn't.
Well, we wouldn't be sitting here calling this match, that's for sure. I think he's through playing around.
That's an understatement. What a wicked execution. You can't just keep playing to the crowd. That looks like someone's making it clear that he's not feeling too threatened right about now.
Well, this is a good way to find yourself in a bad situation. He's wasting time instead of following up here.
Come on, show it off. This is a wrestling match, not a popularity contest.
We've seen this before. He's been wrestling his style of match, and he's coming up on a big payoff.
Instead of pandering to the fans, you should really keep your head in the match.
Come on, you're looking at a superstar who can feed off a crowd and use that energy to win the match.
The adrenaline is pumping. The crowd is coming alive. This is what they came to see.
Hey, try to restrain yourself a little bit, okay? You're supposed to be calling this down the middle.
This is a big risk. Will it pay off? I certainly don't envy the referee in this match.
No kidding. No matter what call you make, you're going to get on the bad side of at least one superstar.
And that's about the last place you want to be if you're not a superstar yourself. Trust me, I know. Edge is such a jerk. I'm amazed that he still has a job on Raw after some of the stuff he's pulled.
Maybe Edge doesn't have the best attitude in the world. He's a heck of a competitor, no doubt about it.
That may be true, but I'm not a fan of the way he's been. There's the pin! Can his opponent kick out?
2, 3.
You know, I like... Here we go again. What's this guy's problem?
What's his problem? His problem is that the champ can't keep his hands off of his girl.
Now, wait a minute. Whoever said she was his girl anyway?
I'm just saying what I've heard. And I've heard they've been spending time together.
Well, whatever the case, I think he needs to just let go.
You make this sound like it's all his fault. Don't you see that he's the victim here?
I'm really looking forward to this weekend. After everything we've been through, we deserve this. Oh, and I bought you a little something that I think you're going to like. It's a really little something.
I'm gonna keep this short and sweet, champ. This week is the beginning of the end for you, and you ain't gonna see it coming.
We are less than a month away from the Great American Bash. This is Michael Cole here with JBL at ringside. We've yet to hear who will face the champ tonight.
In his current state of mind, he better hope he's got the night off.
He's certainly been distracted lately, perhaps too distracted to mount a serious defense of his championship.
If you let yourself get distracted by a woman or anything else, you don't deserve to hold that title.
All I'm saying is my hotel room's right down the street from the arena.
No, thank you.
What, you got something to say to me?
Oh my God, it's the #1 contender. He just suckered the champ again.
That was perfect. That idiot didn't even see it coming.
Don't tell me she's concerned. She's the reason he's in this mess.
Maybe so, but now he has to face one of them tonight here on SmackDown.
You think you know?
He's doing his best to hide it, but you know he must still be in a lot of pain from that backstage assault.
And that's what you got to do. Never let your opponent know you're hurting. But if I were him, I'd want to finish this one quick.
Listen.
The cowardly way he set up the champion for that backstage ambush absolutely sickens me.
You say cowardly, I say genius. Look, I've said before, if the champ lets himself get distracted by personal issues, that's the kind of thing he should expect.
I think we might be looking at the future of the WWE in this ring tonight.
Wouldn't surprise me one bit. This is a great match. The fans are definitely into it.
And that's what really matters. If the WWE fans aren't happy, they'll let you know it.
Seeing a match like this makes me proud to be part of this company.
I'm with you, partner. You just can't experience a thrill like this anywhere else.
And that's because you're...
Here it is. He's building up a head of steam, and he's about to let his opponent have it.
And if his opponent is smart, he'll get the hell out of there. Even if you wind up winning a match like this, you're going to be feeling it for the next week.
Yes, but that's the case if you lose as well. And having to deal with emotional as well as physical pain is that much worse.
Hey, it's pretty insightful for a guy who's never wrestled a match in his life.
Well, I've been in the locker.
Man, this crowd is really swelling this guy's head.
There's no doubt that these fans love him, and he's feeding off that energy right now. I think he's through playing around.
That's an understatement. What a wicked execution. Instead of pandering to the fans, you should really keep your head. Looks like someone's moving up in the world. Come on, quit showing off. This is a wrestling match, not a popularity contest.
We've seen this before. He's been wrestling his style of match, and he's coming up on a big payoff.
I hope this isn't the last time we see these superstars face off.
I don't say this too often, but I completely agree with you. This has all the makings of a nice, long rivalry.
I don't know how.
You know, there's such a thing as playing to the crowd too much, and that's what I'm seeing here.
I disagree. He's wrestled this match his way all along, and now we see it paying off.
Look at this, pandering to the crowd.
Nothing wrong with keeping the paying customers happy while you build some momentum.
Night after night, the WWE superstars never fail to amaze the fans.
And that's a good thing. I don't even like to think about where we'd be if they didn't.
Well, we wouldn't be sitting here calling this match, that's for sure.
I don't think there's anything Edge wouldn't do to get what he wants, and that's what I like about him.
That's funny, because that's exactly what I can't stand about Edge. He might be a great competitor, but he's a lousy human being.
So you're telling me you'd rather watch a guy who does everything by the book and cares more about the rules than about winning?
I'd rather watch a superstar who had some sense of sportsmanship, some sense of decency, yes. How can you applaud? This is a big risk. Will it pay off? This superstar is all fired up, and so is this capacity crowd.
Yeah, well, one mistake and we're going to see that fire put out pronto. You can't just keep playing to the crowd. That's a huge distraction, in my opinion.
Look at that. That's going to go over big with the fans and build some momentum at the same time.
He could get the pin right here.
2, 3.
I don't think we've ever seen.
That performance might have raised his profile around here.
Yeah, and if he winds up being a contender, the champ's got no one to blame but himself.
I can only imagine that the champ must be reaching his boiling point.
He's been pulled in too many directions at once. He needs to focus.
You're absolutely right. His championship won't defend itself.
And there sure isn't a lack of superstars who would love to take it from him.
I'm so sorry about what happened last week. He's such a jerk. He just doesn't know when to let go. Listen, I'm gonna manage you tonight and try to make up for it, okay?
There's just over 2 weeks ago until the Great American Bash. Michael Cole and JBL at ringside, and the champion is in action tonight.
Yeah, against the #1 contender and his buddy. What's he thinking?
I'm not sure he's thinking, John. He's furious about that backstage assault earlier this week and wants payback.
And I understand that, but he would have been a lot better off waiting until the Great American Bash.
Listen.
He ambushed the champ last week and then faced him in a match. Now he's coming back for more.
Yeah, and he's not coming alone. I've got no idea what the champ was thinking when he accepted this match.
He's been jealous of the champion since he was first named the #1 contender. This is their third encounter. Will it be the last one?
It will be if the champ doesn't take care of himself. They're supposed to face each other at the Great American Bash, but I don't know if the champ will make it.
You know, as beautiful as she is, you've got to wonder if she's as much of a hindrance as she is an asset.
Yeah, but man, what an asset she's got. It is. I meant to say is.
You think you know?
There are a lot of rumors flying around that the champ is much more injured than he's letting on.
Only the champ knows for sure, but I wouldn't doubt it. He's been put through the ringer, and now he's accepted a handicap match. Not the smartest move. Man, I don't want this match to end.
I'm with you, partner, but it's got to end sooner or later.
Well, whichever way it goes, no one can say that these superstars didn't give it everything they got. Nice quick counter there. These superstars have been giving it everything they've got all night.
They sure have. And that's where the superb conditioning of the WWE superstars comes into play.
Yeah, you're not going to win a match if you're blown up 2 minutes into it.
You can say that again. I've seen matches won and lost simply because one superstar was able to outlast their opponent. A textbook reversal. Can he follow up?
He's looking for his finisher.
He got it. Execution. He's got this crowd solidly behind him. And now he's going to give them exactly what they want to see.
You can't just keep playing to the crowd. That's a huge distraction, in my opinion.
The adrenaline is pumping. The crowd is coming alive. This is what they came to see.
Hey, try to restrain yourself a little bit, okay? You're supposed to be calling this down the middle. Talk about superstars who don't have an ounce of quit between them. You're looking at them right here.
And that's a potentially dangerous mindset to be in. If you're too proud to realize that you're in trouble, you might wind up risking your career for a single match.
Hey, you got to be in there every single match and be willing to do whatever it takes. You know that if you actually ever step between those ropes.
I don't have to have been in a match to realize that jeopardizing my future for the sake of one match is incredibly short-sighted.
You know, I'm going to replace you with somebody who actually knows what they're talking about. Maybe Carlito. He might be a little tough to understand sometimes, but at least he knows what it's like to wrestle a match.
Oh my, he looks like he might have sustained a head injury.
That could be a concussion. This could be the beginning of the end for him.
And nothing would delight that man more.
Nothing except winning the championship at the Great American Bash anyway.
Well, with the champ in this state, he might very well do just that.
There's no doubt in my mind that's exactly what he'll do.
Hello there. I thought you did really great last week against those two. I mean that. You looked so hot. But then again, you always do.
Hey, did you just get a call from Maria? Is there something going on? Should I even bother managing you tonight? Maybe we should just call it quits. But if you want to convince me otherwise, win tonight.
What do you think of the champ competing tonight?
I think he's an idiot. He's got a title defense next Sunday.
Rumor has it that it was his on-again, off-again girlfriend who talked him into it.
She's going to talk him right out of the championship if she keeps this up.
This is the second time he's faced the champion in recent weeks. I wonder how he'll look against him this time.
Considering how distracted and beat up the champ's been lately, I'm predicting that this guy's going to have a great night.
I'm starting to think that the champion may have made a big mistake getting involved with this woman.
You're only starting to think that? I've been saying that since day one. And by the way, where's her alleged ex-boyfriend?
You think you know.
1 week from this Sunday, his championship is on the line. Will he be in any shape to defend it?
I'd feel sorry for the guy if he wasn't such an idiot. He's got distracted by a bunch of stuff that doesn't matter, and now he's in danger of losing the title.
I knew it was only a matter of time before we saw that. I don't like it, but as long as it wins matches, it's going to keep happening.
And that's what matters. If you're not doing everything you can to win, you're in the wrong business.
He's got this crowd solidly behind him, and now he's going to give them exactly what they want to see.
You can't just keep playing to the crowd. That's a huge distraction, in my opinion.
The adrenaline is pumping. The crowd is coming alive. This is what they came to see.
Hey, try to restrain yourself a little bit, okay? You're supposed to be calling this down the middle.
You know, I like Booker a lot better before he discovered his royal heritage.
Yeah, but it wasn't until he stopped caring about the fans that he finally won the World Heavyweight Championship. Man, this crowd has really swallowed. There's the cover.
1, 2.
I love hearing a crowd. Here he goes. He's going for it.
And he got all of it. Textbook execution.
Look at this.
I don't know if this is such a good move. This could be disastrous.
Instead of pandering to the fans, you should really keep your head in the match.
Come on, you're looking at a superstar who can feed off a crowd and use that energy to win the match.
Come on, quit showing off. This is a wrestling match, not a popularity contest.
We've seen this before. He's been wrestling his style of match, and he's coming up on a big payoff.
I don't think there's anything Edge wouldn't do to get what he wants. And that's what I like about it.
That's funny, because that's exactly what I can't stand about Edge. He might be a great competitor, but he's a lousy human being.
So you're telling me you'd rather watch a guy who does everything by the book and cares more about the rules than about winning?
I'd rather watch a superstar who had some sense of sportsmanship, some sense of decency. Yeah. How can you applaud a man who doesn't care about anyone but himself?
Because those are the guys.
I don't believe it. You're telling me she's back with him now?
Her mind's like the beds at a $20 motel. Never made up.
The champion is absolutely livid. He's beside himself with rage.
And look at the effort this is costing him. This is literally the last of his energy.
Things are not looking good for the champion right now.
He's lost his girl, and he's going to lose his title a week from this Sunday.
Oh, man, I gotta tell you, champ, after last night, you're out of that girl's head for sure. She's right back by my side where she belongs. You couldn't steal my woman, Essa, but I'm taking your championship at the Great American Bash.
Sorry things didn't work out between us. I had fun, but a girl's gotta think of her future, you know?
The Great American Bash is this Sunday. Michael Cole and JBL at ringside welcoming you to SmackDown, and from all accounts, our champion is in a foul mood tonight.
Of course he is. He's lost his girl, and he's going to lose his title a week from this Sunday.
And tonight is a non-title preview of the Great American Bash main event.
Yeah, with the champ's eggs in the corner of the #1 contender, what's that going to do to his morale?
I don't know why he's so obsessed with winning back the woman who's left him several times now, but he certainly seems to be in a good mood.
Well, from what he's been saying, they had one heck of an evening last night. I just hope she didn't wear him out.
There are a number of words that could come to mind when I think of this woman, and I'm not sure I could say any of them on network television.
She's a handful, that's for sure. Maybe a couple.
You think you know?
The champion has been humbled in recent weeks. Can he pull himself together to pick up the win tonight and again at the Great American Bash?
For the sake of his career, he'd better. His priorities have been out of whack for a while now, and he better get his head together pronto. This has been a great match so far, but I think it's pretty obvious which way it's going.
Oh, really? Are you willing to go out on a limb and actually make a guess then?
There's no guesswork involved, but if you're going to be snippy, I'm just going to keep my mouth shut.
Wow, if I knew it was that easy, I would have said that years ago.
Nice quick counter there.
One.
It's so great seeing these superstars in competition here tonight. I had a feeling they were going to wind up against each other sooner or later.
There were times when it seemed like it wasn't going to happen, but I can't tell you how glad I am that it did.
That's for sure. You know, anytime you throw these kind of combustible elements into a match, you're guaranteed a great show.
And that's exactly what we're seeing here tonight. The adrenaline is pumping. The crowd is coming alive. This is what they came to see.
Hey, try to restrain yourself a little bit, okay? You're supposed to be calling this down the middle. Here's the pin.
1, 2.
Seeing a match like this makes me proud to be part of this company.
I'm with you, partner. What a jerk. How about a little less posing and a little more action?
Give it a rest. There's nothing wrong with getting inside your opponent's head like this. I love hearing a crowd come alive, even if I disagree with what they're saying.
Me too, and I do agree with what they're saying.
Watching these superstars go at it reminds me why I prefer to stay on this. I think he's through playing around.
That's an understatement. What a wicked execution. You got to be careful when you're going up there. Man, this crowd is really swelling this guy's head.
There's no doubt that these fans love him, and he's feeding off that energy right now.
Edge is so quick and so deadly, you can't take your eyes off of him for a second.
And that's doubly. This superstar is all fired up. And so is this capacity crowd.
Yeah, well, one mistake and we're going to see that fire put out pronto.
I don't think anyone in this match has even considered that they might not. He's got this crowd solidly behind him. And now he's going to give them exactly what they want to see.
You can't just keep playing to the crowd. That's a huge distraction, in my opinion. Instead of pandering to the fans, you should really keep your head in the match.
Come on, you're looking at a superstar who can feed off the crowd and use that energy to win the match.
Here's the pin. This could be it.
2, 3.
I can't believe the lack. Oh, man, this one's not over.
Tempers are running hot only days before the Great American Bash. Leave her out of it.
Hey, she was right there in the mix. That's no place for a lady, and she's no damn lady. See? What did I tell you?
I don't think that was because of what just happened. I think she held a grudge from a long time ago.